Ah, Mr. Engao. Thank you for the timely tuning in, brother. You are first in, best dressed. You just need to figure out now how to watch me instead of watching KBJD, the KBJ Dance TV. That's my greatest rival right now. That is my greatest rival presently. Runaway, howdy, buddy. Howdy. Today I need to be a little bit less vocal because my wife is working from home, and because of her renovating the kitchen, she set up shop in my daughter's bedroom, which is adjacent to the room where we are. So I need to be moderately quiet. Hi, the second monitor. Oh yeah, it's now a big temptation to whether to read the chat or watch. What is it again? KBJ Dance Korean. What is BJ? I didn't mean that, but yeah, like you know what I mean. Korean broadcast jockey is what KBJ stands for. Okay, we learned something new today. Alright, are we streaming? Are we live? Am I playing chess moves? Tikari! Welcome in, brother. Okay, let's do some chess. Let me think about this. So a5, a3, bishop a6, bishop takes, and then b5 is our theory. Unless I messed it up. And the idea is that now I have to take c6, queen c8, c7. That's an Anand game. This is what I put in my course. And the only reason why I remember it so vividly because I played a game 2 days ago where I did all of this without taking on a6, which is a major blunder. And I got beaten very rapidly after. So this is why, guys, you should be always looking at your blitz games after you play them, because that is where the best learning can take place with regards to your openings. Is it bishop g5? I think it is. Because if I can trade this, then rook c1, knight d6 is a game-winning threat. There was an Anand game that went like this, but for the life of me, I don't remember who he played it against. Not so much with knight h5, though. I'm not sure if that was part of the deal. Ellis Gambit, thank you. Welcome Raiders, and shout out to Ellis, L-I-S, sorry. Not sure how to pronounce Elias, but love you long time, brother. Thank you for tuning in and thanks for raiding us. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to play this, but I feel like we're winning this big time. Just eat the pawn, castle, and then go in knight d6, I guess. Now knight a6 is gonna hurt, no? Can someone send a shout out, please, to Elias? Yes, thank you. Let me follow this lovely human. H6, yeah, that's all G. We come back. Thank you for the raid, Reno, again, brother. Yeah, that's sensible. So now we have been denied. Okay, let's get the... yeah, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. 95. And then F3, I think. Oh, I missed that. After take, there is... Oh, Yeah, I don't know if knight c3 is a threat now. Sheesh. Okay, I don't have time to think, so I will not. Therefore, I will not. Ankit, welcome in. Eric, welcome in. Welcome to the chicos and the chicas. I feel like we botched this, guys, so it will be interesting to look it up. I feel like we botched this. Wait, why is... It looks like I'm way too low on the camera. Yeah. We definitely have botched this because this is not winnable. I don't think it is anyway. It's hard to understand what's happening in King's Indian games. That's a hard disagree. It's very easy to understand what's going on in King's Indian games. You go forward and you try to checkmate them, and when you succeed, you win. When you don't, you lose. Wait, it's my turn? What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, let's offer a draw and regret our life decisions with regards to how we play this opening. Oh, I missed that. That's a bit unpleasant. That's a bit unpleasant. After rook e5, I can't go f4. That's so annoying. Wow, that's annoying. Very annoying. And I'm going to flag too. So we have got multiple problems here. Oh, this is not working because the rook is protecting e6. I mean, I might have g6 check there, right? This is actually quite clever. Yeah, this is actually surprisingly clever. We might have saved the day here. But I'm gonna be flagged, so there is that. Okay, that was an interesting one. 91. 91.4 versus 91.5. That is a lot higher than I expected. I knew that this was bad. Oh, for fuck's sakes. So what was I meant to do here? Oh, just castle. Knight takes, pawn takes, and then the knight comes in on e5. So ba, queen c2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this, until now, we're following an Anand game that he won with white. I think actually against Carlsen, no less. Yeah, so apparently this was stupid, and I'm still up 1.5 here. Queen c2. Oh, to renew the 96 threat. Okay. My wife is pestering me. Oh boy. So here I played like 5 bad moves back to back. Queen e2 was very bad. Then knight f3 is a blunder. Hello? Did you guys see this? Knight f7. Rengao, can you see this, buddy? Hey, Tindy! Oh, man. How can I stop knight takes bishop when the bishop is in g3? You don't. You just suck it up. It's not that bad of a news, generally. Freaking hell, this move, guys. The idea is that if king takes, we have check, we take the queen, and we get a queen. And if rook takes, then we still go knight d6. And we win an exchange. So take, you take back, and then this is happening. Which Capablanca book did you buy, buddy? Because I have got a new Alekhine Capablanca book as well, which I'm going to review soon. That was beautiful, guys, this knight f7 thing. Hi. That is absolutely legendary. Yeah. What's cooking, Tindy? What's cooking, Barbrada? And castles was dumb as shit. Oh, knight d6 was missed by both players. Hi. A5 also dumb. And rook fc8 was a better move here. Yeah, so here I should have played f4, and then I would have never lost d5, and then even with the time issues, I would have never lost this game. All right, let's play one more, and then we are going to do something else. But that was very instructive. I'm very glad that I played that game. The frick is that? And bishop c5 is an interesting idea here, right? Stuff it, let's try. Knight g3. D something. So I really wanted to play some kind of h5, but can we? Knight takes. Yes, we can. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen h4, hits mate on h5. Let's go. Let's go. This is already wild. Okay, let's do. I don't know if this is dumb or not. This bishop. This is a shite piece, and the king can't castle. Yeah. So in contrast, we have a problem with. Wait, I need to talk less and play more. I don't know where to put my queen. I could take, and then knight e7 and then d5. Yeah, I reckon I will take this because I also have queen b6 here, I just realized. Oh, knight f5, queen set castles. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, this is good. This is a good shite. This is very good shite, actually, yeah. Or it's very bad. Those are the two things, because I realized that I blundered this. But now rook g8, queen f7, rook f8, queen e6, king b8. Freaking hell, man. This is gonna go wild. It's impossible for me to play Blitz, by the way, on stream. It is absolutely impossible. I don't understand. Every time I do this, I have got so much respect for the likes of Danya, who could play incredibly high-level Blitz and commentate his games. It's just insane. But that was... What a tactico that was, ladies. Ay. D5, baby. Did you see that? This game is... You did what? Hello? It's mate. No need to rush the discover check. Alright, remind me to come back to this. Okay, someone requested e4 in the chat, so here we go. Yeah, Vargas, long time no see. The fuck is that? How are you going, man? Okay. Wait, is this losing a piece? Take, bishop takes, takes. Hello? Did he lose a piece? I mean, he has knight b4. Yeah, I thought so, but that's pretty dark. Bleak. Let's take this. Let's take this. Let's win the game. I probably shouldn't have provoked that. Knight g5 was a move there. So when two knights guarding each other, that you always want to avoid trading into them because they're shite like that. Here. F5. Maybe bishop d6. Oh, queen trade with queen pawn up. I still say no, because we like our position and the attacking prospects. Do I have d? Let's just go here. Yeah, I'm great, buddy. I'm great. I was just delighted because I don't remember the last time I saw you, man. Oh, this is neat again. Take within a piece. And if the knight moves, then I might pull back. Oh no, d5. I just missed. Okay, this is now getting a little bit dodgy, city. I am not 100% convinced that what I'm doing is sound. Now I've got this and maybe... Okay, now he just lost the game, yeah? Because now he can't stop this. Yeah, game over. GG. Oh wait, why did I think it was GG again? No one knows. No one knows why I thought it was game over. Oh fuck, I missed. Oh god. Okay, now it is game over because I blundered. That was very intelligent of me not. Freaking hell, man. What an idiot. And I've got no time. Yeah, I could have taken the rook, and I should have. Okay, that was idiotic. I've played so well in this game, and then I just completely cocked it. Last Blitz game. I officially hate playing Blitz on stream, and this has just been confirmed again. Please go 92 again. That was glorious. Yeah, let's go, baby. Knight a4, really? Fuck me. Is that a chess move? I don't know, I feel like knight a4 is not a good idea there, but I don't know what to do against it, so we're just going to play some weird stuff. I'm very, very happy for you that you finished Amateur's Mind. I'm not playing Viewers at the moment. This is actually now hanging, like it's capturable, but it's a semi-bluff slash... I don't think they were gonna take me. That I don't see as a problem. Oh, ice cream! Good, buddy. Thank you for discovering my YouTube channel. That, oh shit, we missed that a bit. And when I say a bit, I mean we missed that a lot. He's not taking h5. Huh. That's weird. Okay. I'm not happy to play this, but I had to secure the pawn on h5. b5, bishop b6 was the plan, by the way. Oh, that was supremely dumb. They should have played knight c or bishop c, one or the other. I can't believe that I'll do so. Okay, I just walked into bishop c4 because I am a talented idiot. Yeah, okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, we have to play one more. We have to play one more. G6. Whoa. Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, ladies. Okay, d5. This is when we regret having put the bishop on g5, by the way. Fuck. Because now I can't go d5. Or can I? Wait, d5 ed. Knight d4 is actually very interesting. d5, knight d5. Bishop d5 wins. Oh yeah, we can go d5. Maybe b4 is possible though. Then we are gonna sack a piece and regret it after. Okay, I don't think this is good. Because now this is gonna hit like a truck. Unless I missed knight e4, but I didn't. Ooh boy, really? No, this can't be right. The positional pressure is queen d4, but I don't see why I shouldn't take and obtain the two bishops versus the two knights. So that's what we're going to do. Tough. Renga was trolling you, brother, but we'll forgive him because... Oh, shit. I missed h6, g5 ideas. We might be dead here. Yet, here 9p... Oh... Am I dead? Oh my freaking god. I'm playing like an absolute dog. I really knew that this was a slippery slope. Oh boy, I don't remember anything. I do not remember a thing here. Like none. Okay, so I'm guessing my opponent wants this. So we'll put a curveball, throw a curveball in by playing that, which I shouldn't have done because of course that's the whole point. Oh man, I'm playing dog shit chess. Ay, 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 ay. That needed to be he, by the way. My dude is not even thinking, man. If I go here, knight f5. If I go this way, knight c6. And I don't even have this way. Yeah, we're getting absolutely killed here, guys. This is a beautiful game by the opponent. This is why, against the knight off, you need to be a little bit worried about, prepared. Worried too if you play as shit as I do. Okay, let's do this. F5. Oh, he wants check. So there is rook g5 here, which forces g4, and then h4 is gonna hurt me. I don't know how dead I am here, so we are going to give this a roll. Oh, not even. That's weird. Okay, so let's get out of this pin. This doesn't feel terrible. I forgot about this. That I'm actually gonna sack. Oh no, I'm not, because I have to take... Yeah, I am. Like this. That's it. That's it. That's it. H5. Queen F3. He wants G4. I allow that. I allow that too. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here, here, here. This is risky, but we need to get to his king. And check allows that. And check allows that too. Let's take this, let's take this. And now we are winning. With the exceptional problem, or rather with the problem, that I just blundered a piece. Fuck. Yeah, so the problem is that I don't have time to pull off the desired W. Oh shit! Okay, that's enough. Now is the time to learn. Now is the time to learn. Now is the time to learn. Let's learn. Okay, we lost 4 back-to-back. That's a very good time to quit. I was completely killing him there, nothing to learn. That was an interesting one. This was the improved version of this knight g2 garbage that he keeps on playing. Bishop c5 is best, so we did that well. d6, yeah, the engine wants castles here, which I'm not a very big fan of. D6, knight a4, check was correct, bishop a5 correct. And castles again here is the way to go. And I guess you just play bishop e6, d5, and it's a very comfortable game. This is outlandish. And here white is clearly better apparently. Hard to swallow. And here everything but d5 is totally fine for black. And then I'm slipped. What was that?
Hey, would you be down to have a look at a game or two of mine?
Absolutely.
I am really bad, so any pointers to improve would be appreciated, Andras.
Wait, who was that? Oh, Eddie's awesome. Yes, 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 certainly, buddy. Send the games and we'll have a look, see. Okay, so then I played this Karo Kampanov, which he played horrendously again, too. Like, this is absolutely awful chess. Yeah, bishop g5 was not it. Knight e5 is the best move here. Because now you have got tactics down there already. D5 was good though. Knight f5. Oh, okay, so queen f3 is the move here. You want to maintain the tension. I don't know why I chickened out because I was worried about bishop f8. Yeah, knight d7, just move the queen a2 and then that's fine. Now, actually, we might already have this, and then this. So, according to the machine, we do. But additionally, queen f3 is just completely crushing for white here. Absolutely crushing. So, take on e7 was actually a mistake. And here my only move is queen e1. And it's dead even. So I misjudged this position very badly here. I thought that I was just with the 2 bishop killing. But because of the pin on the d file, this is actually shit. And then the knight off. I am about to have a look, buddy. Let me have a look at what I messed up in the knight off. Yeah, the g takes f6 is an illegal move here, essentially. Knight takes was the way to play. I was a bit concerned about some ideas here with e5, but it's just very bullshit. Like, I have bishop b7, I have rook b8. Oh, Tindy! Why did I get that? That's illegal, brother. Why am I getting that? Oh, you have got games to analyze. Bloody hell, Tindy coming in with the goods. That is awesome, man. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we have got some agenda now after I lost 4 games back to back. Shut up. Okay, so yeah, GF was disgustingly stupid. And 95 is a blunder. It is a blunder. Can you believe that? ED. I thought that this position was dog shit for black. And the reason why it's bad, because there is a defensive pattern here that I completely overlooked. Oh, Smurfette. Thank you. F5. And then you want to put the king here and the bishop here. And you have a fairly decent dark squared situation. Hey, Malcolm. Welcome in, welcome in. And it's difficult for white to make headway here. Yeah, you want bishop here, start trading the heavies. And it's working out to be not good enough for white. Now, I struggled here a fair bit. We are actually objectively dead here after pawn f5 of all things. I knew that knight takes rook was bad. Whoa, we've got a bit of an action now. Tim, welcome in. And then I thought that this was a very good position for black. And the engine somewhat approves of this thesis, although not as good as I thought it was. Now I'm dead lost apparently after g4. Why? It's +4 now. It's +5 now. Can you believe, guys, that this position is +5? I thought it was like -2. I'm off by 7 points here. No, the funny thing is that the correct move is takes. Yeah, I don't understand. Am I misreading the signs? So what is going on? So, for example, I take, and they go rook h1. I take, and they just take back. And now I just get mated here. Like, that said, according to the engine, the best move here is bishop e6. Like, what the fuck? How, bro? And that's it, and we're dead. That is insane. This position is plus freaking 5 here. HG. Wow. All right. All right, let's have a look at the games. Tindy, have you set me your game too? So this is Eddie Awesome, who is 17 hando against his opponent from Bangladesh. Okay, let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. Oh, the Max Lang. No, the fuck. What is this called? Rengal, tell me what this dog shit is called. Traxler. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The Traxler. Okay. So bishop f7 is correct. Yeah. By the way, my general rule of thumb is that for all people who play bishop c4, like Italian, I would advise not to play knight g5. I'm that serious. Like about 80% of these lines, you are destined to defend with white. Why would you want to do that? Right? Like, almost every line after knight g5, you're defending with white. And like, my coaching attitude is that it is not incorrect. It is a perfectly fine move. But you are signing up now for 20 moves of defense with white. I'm not a fan of that concept. Okay, so knight c3 is your blunder, brother. c3 is a good move here to cancel out knight d4. And I believe that the d3 may be playable too, but I think that knight back and c3 are the moves here. Even actually take d3 may be playable. h6, knight f3, bishop here, and then you have got bishop e3, knight d2. Yeah, this looks very safe. Oh yeah, top players play it because they can defend like a boss and they are up a pawn. So this is a tricky position to play. And knight c3 being the most natural move is really not good here. Because then you get hit with bishop g4, knight d4, and it's gonna get gnarly. I think the cleanest way to play it really is take. Take and just play d3, bishop e3, knight d2. And sit on the extra pawn. Yes, Murphy likes to be up a pawn or down a queen. These are her two favorite material imbalances. Yeah, so this is the point when you regret having put the knight on here. Because had you played d3 instead in that structure, you could put the knight to d2 to ease the pain on f3. I still think you are ahead, but this is a little bit harder to play. Oh. Tactic City! White to move and win, chat. Let's go. Let's go. White to move and be sexy. Yeah, my good friend, you missed yeah, 95. They walked into it. Always look out for tactics when the pinning piece is unprotected. Textbook case. Textbook. Freaking beauty, man. Works like charm. Take, and that's all she wrote. And you even have this fork with, like if they take this after 96, you are attacking this, everything. Okay, so we played knight a4. Less cool. Hold on, guys. Someone is knocking on my door. Yeah, because the guy is taking a skip.
Oh, it's in my bag.
I'm coming. Sorry guys, be back in 1 minute. I need to move the car. Sorry ladies, life is busy. My kitchen is getting renovated at the moment, so I'll have to duck out again in another minute to move the car again. But other than that, I'm with you. So, knight a4 played, king e8 played. Yeah, take is good. Okay, this is unfindable, but according to the engine, rook f3 is best here. With the idea of long-lasting initiative here. Kitchen code asks for the fried liver back. Good call. Always sack the exchange, even when you have got shit hanging. Which is the reason, by the way, Eddie, why you needed to play g4 here first. And then you can cash in if you want. Mind you, I don't know if I would. Maybe just bishop e3 or something, queen e2. Just hold it tight. G4 again? Yeah, you need it to go, man. G4. This is less of a damage to your king than allowing the trade on f3. Yeah, but bro, like, come on. It's like someone gives you a choice of cutting off your arm or your leg, and you go like, well, I don't like cutting off my leg because that's a limb. It's like, what? Your arm isn't? Like, how is this not weakening? As far as I'm concerned, this is a lot more exploitable by black than this one is. Because now the light squared bishop is shit. And you can do a lot of things to fix this up. Right? Like you can move the knight, play pawn f3, and you have created an impregnable wall. Yeah, this was a very bad call. Yeah, like your king is a lot more exposed now than it would have been after g4. That's that needed to be 96. Impregnable, yeah, I thought that was a brilliant way of putting it, Rango. As soon as I said that, I'm like, there is no way that shit is gonna slide. And here we are. Clearly, I'm not the only one watching KBJ dance on the third screen. Is anyone familiar with the YouTube, Twitch channel KBJ Dance, by the way? Or am I the only pervert in the house? Okay, chat. What would you do here if you were white and you wanted to win this game at all costs? Because we have been repeating moves here. And obviously that's undesired. If we want to play for a win, what is our move here? And this is where you have to have a bit of balls. Combined with a bit of calculation skills. Yeah, exactly. Like, who cares about the f3 pawn? You just play rook g1, you play queen d2, rook g3, rook g1. Easy. Easy. I don't know if this is recommendable on account of giving up the f4 square. Yeah, I feel like this hands over the draw immediately. No, just play rook g1 and go like f you. Bishop f3, queen d2. And now you are actually threatening to take the knight. So likely knight e6, and then you take it from here. But black has no threats. And not even, you know, mid to long term plans either. So this looks brilliant. Like, I don't remember the last time your position was this good. Oh god, this looks clumsy. And now they mess this up. Queen e3. What? Not queen e3? I mean, okay, you played for rook g7, so that's also okay, actually. And rook g3. Yeah, good. Okay. Good. Oh god. I can't believe they took it. I thought that you were gonna play king g2 here. And then you have got an extra rook to work with. But queen e3 is fine too, and considering that they were dumb enough to take it. Not g1? Hello? King e1? Like, I thought, brother, you wanted to play rook f1 and walk away with the W, no? Hello? What? King e1? The fuck is this? Eddie, what you doing, brother? Have you talked to your rook about this concept of yours? Yet in the receive, buddy. Ah, yeah, this is butt ugly. This was butt ugly. And now you are letting the enemy rook in. Fudge. Yeah, this was not... and then they play a5 to allow you an easy passer in the a file. This is talent all around, man. Chat, what is White's best move here? Well, the reason why I find it hilarious that you try to find defend pawns is because it's not doable. So why do you bother? It is so instructive to see, in my opinion, the faulty thinking and just like, what? Like, you're trying to defend pawns. You have got 2 of them hanging. What's the point of defending them? There are 2 ways to win this. One, a4. This is by far my favorite method. Although I think... yeah, there's a problem here, which is c5. Which means that you can't really do it, because if you start with b4, then a4. So actually we have to default to the second winning method, which is activating your shit. You don't have a choice, man. That's the point. That the only way to defend this is rook here, and that's a bit meh. What you want to do is rook here, because it turns out that losing the pawn means that you are winning it back. There are some hard moves to be seen here, though. Obviously, takes wins, but after g4, yeah. I mean, to be fair, actually, no, I take this back. This is bullshit, because now you can just take, and just eat the pawn. And that's it. You won the game. Yeah, it's easy. And if not g4 but take, then you take back and you pick off h6 and it's over. Yeah, if you actually evaluate it a little bit more calmly and you give yourself some time, this is it. But playing rook e1 here is like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Like, you just handed a free move to them. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, chat, why to move and win? You can't say rook f6. Because that's 2 winning. Yes, exactly, Grizzly. Good observation. Yes, there is a lot of time on the clock. Yeah, good point, buddy. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I mean, rook f6 is insta-win. I don't understand why you're hugging this pawn like it meant shit. Like, this is the least valuable pawn, piece, whatever, on the entire board. Why are you so attached to this? Like, losing h3 looks a bit scary, right? Because then they become 2 connected passes. I get that. But hugging e3 like your life depended on it is like, why? Like, you totally don't need this in any game-winning plans you may ever come up with. At all. Like, that's 2 moves you can spend on hunting this. h4, by the way, is the strongest way to go about life. Like, this is tragic, man, that you keep on guarding this pawn like as if it meant anything. No. That is the way. You need to consolidate it. That's exactly what you need to do, and this is exactly what it's not doing that. This is what consolidation looks like, brother. That you remove your opponent's only hope. This is consolidating. You have got the perfectly right terminology. You are just associating the moves that are totally not doing it to it. It's like you're saying that, oh, boys, I want to cool down a bit, so off I go to the sauna. You what? Yeah, h4, g4, and then you go in, and now it's a passer. Yeah, thank you, Rango. I thought that was a good one. Oh, fuck me. Like, why? That is so random. That is the most random move of the game so far. The irony is that you needed to recreate the situation with here. Even rook f1 wins, no? Yeah. Although now king e7 is going to prevent some penetration, so impregnation is going to be harder now. Yeah, but d4? Like, why are we trading pawns? Like, this should have never come up on the horizon as a candidate move. Like, d4, that is. Like, what the frick? That is the most random move imaginable. Oh, fuck me, and we are hugging the pawns again. Man, you need to let go of this. Like, this is killing you. Like, activate your shit and let go of the pawns. Textbook example. Like, here, 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 here. It looks messy, but at least you can win this. Alright? You go rook b1 and you are worse now because you're playing down 2 rooks. Like, no matter what the question is, this is never the answer. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever is that the answer. Your opponent is doing a spectacular job at watching. Oh shit, why not the other one? Hello? A3, no? Why B? Putting both on the bishop's color and hanging A2. What? No wonder you were not happy. But so this is a textbook case where this is a positional and a tactical blunder. Because you should always put pawns on the opposite color of the bishop. That's the strategic part. And b3 blunders the pawn. On top of putting it on the bishop's color. So, as such, like b3 shouldn't have come up as a candidate move, given that a3 is playable. This is a trend and tendency and phenomenon that I don't understand on this level of play. That why does this move come up in the first place is what I want to understand. Why are we looking at this move when you have this? There's the literal equivalent that you have got 2 successful Tinder dates lined up for 6 p.m. tonight, right? And you go like, well, fuck it, I might as well do the laundry at 6 p.m. It's like, how is that even on the list of which one to do? Sheila A, Sheila B, laundry. Like, what? Like, it's not that it's a bad decision. It should not come up on the list of decisions from which you pick. That's my point. We all know it's bad. My policy and my point as a coach, my point is that why does it even enter the realm of things I'm considering? It's weird. Anyway, I gotta move the car again. Oh! Rook trap. Rook trap wins the game. B3 was genius. Do the laundry. Stop the Tinder dates. Laundry it is all the way. Take e6. Would have done it too. And wins. Okay, I will be back in 2 seconds. And we are going to have a look at the masterpieces of Tindy. Stay tuned. All right, ladies, back. Oh, wow. All right, so Tindy. Okay, Tindy, my friend. Let's see what's cooking. Let's see what is cooking. All right. No, no, all good, all good, all good, all good. All good. I might save that actually. Okay, so we are playing the Staunton. Mm-hmm. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, okay, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. So best move for black here is g6 in case you guys didn't know. Oh, Mr. Lincoln, welcome in. Mr. Lincoln. I'm sorry, guys, I'm just lining up a recording for tonight and I'm talking with Grandmaster Wells right now to suss out the timing of our recording. Okay, so e6 would take e4. Very good. Very good. Very good. And very good. Tindy, you're fucking killing it, mate. You are killing it. So far, I loved every move we played. And your opponent plays the dog pawn knight e7. And now you have got a number of choices, depending on how good you really are, as per your self-claim. Just give me a sec. So h4 is definitely a good way to go. And I think this appeals to you the most. The idea being is that you want to plonk a knight on g5 and park it there. Plan B would be to immediately line up on this diagonal with bishop c2, then queen d3. And then castle here and checkmate on the diagonal. How does that sound to you, brother? Huh, you're black. Okay, fuck it then. Reset. We had a very good lesson on how to play the white side of the Staunton Gambit, and now we are going to have a red hot look-see at the black side. So what you need to do, my good friend Tindy, is that in this position you need to play g6. This is the key move. And you are not going to believe it, but the idea is to develop the bishop to g7. Now, After f3 comes one of the trickiest parts of the business because you definitely do not want to take it. This is the type of stuff you want to play with white. You play d5 here, brother. And interestingly enough, the whole idea is that you're going to keep the pawn on e4. So for example, if fe, you can just play de. This is playable, but better still is knight takes. Knight takes and pawn takes. And it looks but ugly, but it's actually good. The main idea is that we disallow the natural development of the knight to f3. And you're going to score a tempo on the d4 pawn as well with bishop g7. To throw in another spanner, by the way, in the works, after bishop check, are you ready? Your best move is knight c6. Hello, Philae. Don't forget, Philae, to say a big hello to... a huge hello to Big Al, who is on the YouTube chat. The idea is that you want to invite this absolute chaos, like this, this, and this. And then bishops are going to go to the respective fianchettos. You need to definitely have a look at this because it's quite wild and complicated. But this is your general setup that you want to follow. And of course, if they take, you take back. And if they take, you just go d5, bishop g7, castles. And you're already better with black because of the two bishops. Yeah, it doesn't look pretty, but the two bishops give a lot of counterplay. Okay, so yeah, this is not how you want to play this with black. And knight e7 is a bit of a... yeah, it is lame. It is lame. It definitely is lame. So g6 is the key idea here. This is definitely the way to go. Okay, so let's see how it went. Yeah. Okay, so here we need to have a bit of a chat because this is a very instructive moment. Why did we play rook e8? We played rook e8 because we wanted to play e5. So what is the next thing that you're going to immediately look at? If e5 is playable now. What do we find out there? And this is a very, very difficult calc. More importantly, it is a difficult evaluation. No, you shouldn't like it from here. I mean, you should like it if you had played e5. After rook e8, you will be strangled to death. So this is what you needed to calculate. e5, bishop takes g6, hg6. Now pawn e5, you just pull back. And with the threat of bishop g4, black is already on the verge of winning. So knight e5 is mandatory. Yeah. Bishop takes. Now queen takes, loses to rook e8. Hey, Jazz. So DE, and now you play B6. And you have got long-term compensation because the entire light squared color complex is fatally weak on the white side. Knight B3, pawn C5. You're down a pawn, but you have got tremendous compensation. Robin, the usual agenda is game analysis. So, what is the problem with the way you played? The problem with rook e8 is that now after bishop takes, pawn takes, I can plug in this thing and you can never break out. Yes, you will be able to develop this bishop decently, but the position remains too closed. I don't know if that's what happened though. Okay, that's dog shit. Yeah, your opponent keeps on missing the boat. For example, he takes knight d3 was to be preferred. And again, the knights are now coming in. So you have best advice to give up the pawn again to open up the bishop. But this is less good than the immediate e5. Knight b3 is poo. And now e5. Oh my god, Tindy. What the frick is this? What? Knight e7. That is the lowest low T move you have ever played in your life. Broski, you had e5 here. Take. Take. And again, after knight takes, you just play chess. That's the best part. You can just go c5, bishop f5, have the flex with the two bishops and the freedom. Even a5 is an annoying move here with pushing it all the way. And pushing it all the way is definitely a concept that I know it appeals to you. But like knight e7, man. That's the opposite of pushing it all the way. That's like, I would actually, you know, rather clean up the kitchen. It's like, far out, man. What happened with the high T? Like, in no world should this come up as a candidate. Like, why don't you play c5? That's a high T move worthy of you. Right, DC, and then you can go e5. Like, open up this position for the bishops, man. Now you have this diagonal to work. Even a5 is crazy good here. Freaking hell, man. And a4, a3. Like, whoa, this is so sad. What's wrong with e5 here? Maybe bishop one of these. Yeah, it's too late, man. Like, after this, you lost all my respect. And the position too, by the way. Like, now they have got h4, knight g5 incoming. You are cooked here. And you did it to yourself completely. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking hell. Ay. Finally! Yes! So even here, 95 would have been very, very daunting. The rating of the players, I don't know. Tindy, what is the rating situation here? Yeah, this was particularly sad. But now, for the first time, you gave me a reason to be proud of you for finally playing e5. 7 hours delay, but it did happen. Yes! This is what we needed, bro. This is what we needed. Oh. 2000 classical. What are you taking this for, broski? Giving up pin? Why not this? Tindy, this is such a sad game, mate. Why, like, you're threatening to win the game with the two bishops and this is pinned. And you go like, well, I created this awesome pin so that I can give it up. This was very, very much a non-Tindy game. Like, why would you take this when you can take this? I don't get it. I really do not get it. It just makes no sense. I don't understand how you justify to yourself to play this instead of this. Because after this, neither of these are hanging due to the fact that this is on. The bishop is not capturable, and you have got threats. Two notes on that, Tindy. I don't give a toss about what the engine says. Two, I actually know what the engine says, and it says, look, you got a big fat question mark. You know why? Because it's shit. You know why it's shit? Because it looks shit. You are right. The best move is bishop takes. You're just taking the wrong unit. This is best. And that is a bishop takes. I don't know what you were smoking when you checked with the engine, but this is my -3. This is -1. So, yeah. The engine is backing me. Yes, you're bad indeed. And by the way, I don't give a fuck about what the engine says. Like, first I want to conceptualize it for myself, right? Like, why would I take this if I can do this? And if I refute it, then I become interested in what the engine has to say. But first, always apply human mind. You didn't create a pin to give it up. So if you, like, first you need to justify to a human thinker why you would want to give this up. And I don't see the justification of that. So I'm not working with the engine yet, because this is the natural human move. So I want it to be proven wrong by you before we can contemplate the alternative. And I don't see what's wrong with it. So I don't give a toss about what the engine says. And by the way, the engine says that I'm right. Yeah, I like Queen E8 a lot. It's a clever move to cut out knight here. It also keeps an eye on this. C5 is threatened. Steps out of the d5 pin. Good move. Yeah, this part of the game is really well played. Now you are making up for the lost T. Now there is a definitely firm T injected into the position. Pun intended. Yeah, this is great chess now. Yeah, very good. High T chess. Oh la la, D3. Ah, broski. Like, what? You cannot miss shit like this, boss. It's illegal. Like, bang. No, I won't, because this is missing a board. I will definitely not like it when you allow your opponent to play knight d3. Like, let's say check and knight d3. To blockade the bishop and defend the pawn on b2. That is the opposite of me liking it. I absolutely hate that shit. I want d3 to open the diagonal. And after knight takes, you play queen b5. And now you have got 4,000 attackers on b2 and no defender on b3. So you are wrong. I dislike it very much. And by the way, the best part of this is that you have got a super sexy checkmate like this. Take, 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 and mate. And once again, I don't know why you're obsessing with the engine. It has nothing to do with the engine. It's common sense. When knight b4 dropped, you see that the only thing they want to do is knight d3, shutting the bishop down and covering b2. So your natural human gut reaction to that is saying, F that, I'm opening up my bishop. This has absolutely zero to do with engines. Did you need? You're welcome. It is pure common sense. And queen b5 is the opposite of that. You're forcing your opponent to play the correct moves. This is nothing to do with engine chess. Okay, now I know what you are getting at. I think you are going to go here with rook b2, d3, right? And that is beautiful. But we discounted here the possibility of a check, which would have rained on your parry big time. Like, after this, you would have had a harder time to win. But I'm very proud of you for, well, I'm assuming you found knight rook b2 here. Yes, that is goody. I guess you are upset because I shat on your parade. before this beautiful move, which, by the way, the engine labels is brilliant. So let me give you this. And to be fair, it is very nice. It is very nice. So the idea was that after he, there is no way to stop the mate. And once you see it, by the way, you honestly will appreciate the fact that Queen b5 is a blunder, because it actually disallows the magic to happen. And that's why you needed to start it with d3. But yeah, the finish was neat. Ooh, Nodger. Thank you, thank you.
If you have the energy, I've got 290 plus 30 classical from my local league I would love to have analyzed. Smiley face.
Holy shit. Send them to me, brother. Send them to me. And shout out to Tindy for this marveloso finish here. Very nice chess moves. Very nice. You know, it's quite ironic, but there is actually check here and then here, which defends the mate for the time being. But of course, Queen d3 and then it's all over. Well done, Tindy. It was a topsy-turvy one, buddy. You missed a few opportunities, I think, to play dynamic chess. In particular, the e5 push, the c5 push, like this pussyfooting with knight e7 and then back. It wasn't it. I'm very proud of e5 though. That was great. This was very, very sad. So it was a very interesting mix of some very fine decisions and some piss poor ones combined together, which I suppose describes most of our chess. So welcome to the club, where we play some brilliant shit mixed with some really bad ones. And yes, if I were you, I would definitely look at this line with g6. And the best way to learn it is, by the way, if you just go to a certain database and you look at the most frequently played moves by white, and you just look at the correct responses to that with black. Okay, not G. Can you send me the games, please, that you talked about? Welcome in, not Jur, not Jur. Welcome in, Kingslayer. And while you are sending me those things, maybe it's you. Yeah, it is you. Oh, okay, so you put them in a Leech's study. I will get them out. Oh, piss off. What? Add me as a friend on ChessCom, buddy. Oh, I did it. I can't copy out this link from here for some weird reason. I don't know why. Yeah, can you please send me that link, not Jur, in the chat or somewhere else? I can't get it out. Yeah, can you send again that message, please? I don't know why, but I can't copy it out. Oh, now I can. Never mind. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, copy row here and here. Now, because of Tindy has motivated me with his Girthling username, I'm going to join in on that, saying that I need to go to the other room to grab my banana. Be right back. I need some energy. All right. So, what color are we? We are white in the first game. Let's go from here. Kingslayer is looking really fresh indeed. Okay, let's go. Oh, my man is playing my d4 course. Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, b6. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep, very good. By the way, rook d1 is also a decent choice here, as is b3. Okay. So yeah, after e4, take knight takes c5 is a bit annoying. This is something that I might want to update the course with, actually. So, b3 castles, bishop b2 may be the way to go, because he's c5. You can take d5. But we are going to get back to that. So e4, take c5. So what you need to do here is take, and then play rook d1 or bishop f4. Yes. Yeah. Rook d1 or bishop rook d1 or bishop f4. Also, queen e2 is interesting, by the way, with the idea of take rook d1. I quite like this too. Okay, let's see how the game went. I don't like this. It looks sus. Takes. Oh, okay, guys, black to move. Black to move tactic. What did we miss here? Very, very nice little tactical touch. Let's go. Yeah, it is 95. Ouch. This would have hurt. This would have hurt. Yeah. So, conclusion. I dislike knight g5 here. I would have taken this. Take back. And he plays some rook d1, bishop f4. One of those guys. One thing that you want to keep in mind is that these types of positions are actually surprisingly good for white. With queen f3. And even the endgame. Let's say you go bishop f4, queen b7, queen f3, queen takes, and then both king takes. But knight takes as well, with the idea of coming to e5. But let's just go with king takes here. These types of endgames are very good for white. Not even though, but because of. Your understanding here is off. Chess girl, welcome in. Your position is very good here, not despite changing the light squared bishops, but because you have done so. which means that you have access to light squares here. You don't have any other targets in this structure once b6 is played with your light squared bishop, apart from pieces. But once they neutralize that by moving the pieces out of the way, so I want you to have a look at this. Like, imagine you had your g2 bishop here, and like my point is that you don't really have a target anymore. The targets are the light squares, and they are best exploited if the bishops are gone. So just play b3, castles, and knight b5, or a4, a5. This is actually a textbook creating a weakness on the queenside scenario. And you don't need your light square bishop for this at all. Yeah, this is very, very instructive. This is what you needed to do. Yucksies. That's like a banana in your face, man. And that's what the h4 move looks like. When you're on the wrong side of the banana. Ay, ay, ay. Dana, welcome in, buddy. Didn't you sub before? I thought that you were here before, Tana. Phyllis, no, I actually don't know the answer to that, so just do whichever is cheaper for you. But I appreciate the support, thank you. You're watching with your kitties. I don't know if that is another subtle language trick there, suggesting that you are in good company. Okay, incredibly enough, it's still 95, guys. That is next level crazy. Now after knight f6, white is actually better. Actual cats, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, why are we doing that? That's yuck. So for starters, we have something like attacking this, yeah, with queen here or here. I'm not sure which is more accurate. Like here, and then you are threatening two different pawns, no? That's one plan. I'm also not sure what's wrong with this. Yeah, why are we not just playing chess here and just bring the dudes to the party? Did you play the Sveshnikov with black, Tana? Because I would love to have a look at that if you were black. Nodger, I don't understand. Like, why are we trying to be so tactically smart about this position when the super basic defending your shit is just totally fine? Like, since when was this not good enough? I don't get it. Like, c5 is hanging. You are pinned. This solves both problems. And this endgame is screaming to be superior for white. You have the bishop. You have better pawn structure. You have queenside majority. I don't get why you are trying to be so incredibly smart when the most basic developing chess move covers you for everything. It's like you're trying to reinvent the wheel when it's perfectly unnecessary. You should watch my most recent YouTube video that I just posted today. By the way, I posted it without a title. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when you post a video, well, in my case, so when I save my videos, or rather when I record a video, it gets auto-saved with the date. And I usually don't title my videos because as soon as as in on my hard drive, because I upload them onto YouTube and then I give them a title on YouTube. But I forgot to title it And so it was released with the date on it. And there were a few people who clicked on it because they went like, what the fuck is this string of numbers? I want to see this. Yeah. Anyway, d5 weird as. Okay, the best move for white here is a little bit counterintuitive. In order to find this, we must ask ourselves the next question. What is black's next move? What does black want to play next? Exactly, e5. So, if you know that black's next move is e5, how the heck is our move rook d1, which literally forces them to play it? That makes no sense. Exactly, f4. Because you need to stop e5. That's how you play simple chess. Well done, Random. Well done. I dislike the position here. It's objectively equal, but also objectively it's not fun. Actually, that's not objective, that's subjective, but it's not fun. Oh my god, bro. Really? Hello? Like, you had queen c3 here with the same purpose, but it's actually good. Because what else? Like, right? Like, how do you decide that e5 is coming? You're looking at it. Like, what do they want to... They don't want to trade into this, because that gives you a pass pawn on d5. And e5 is going to give them this nice 4-on-3 majority with the pawns rolling in your face. That's how you decide it. That you look at, what would I do if I was black? I would push this like crazy. That's how you decide it. Okay, so here we lost the game in one move by falling for rook g3. In a 90-30, that's inexcusable. Especially because after queen c3, I disagree with you. It's beginning to look up for white, because now I have to go back here. e4 is not really a threat because I can take. The queen is guarding. So yeah, this doesn't look that bad. Oh shit. Yeah, you got absolutely killed in this game, in a game that we should have won every day of the week. Yeah, that was tragic, man. This should have never ever been a loss. Never. Okay. Game número 2. Course is rook e1. Are you following my course? Not sure? Is this, are you following my d4 course? The gentleman is completely blind. Yeah, I have seen some of those guys playing. Yeah. Okay, so rook e1, yeah? With the idea of e4. Funnily enough, Chess.com Stockfish prefers he b4, which is very much to my liking too, by the way. I quite like this move. I'm not gonna lie. And then b5. Shitting on the knight. Okay. I don't like rook e1 anymore because we know that d5 is coming and then the rook is misplaced on e1. It had to be queen c2. Rook e1 is an incredibly naive move here. Like, what did you think was your opponent was gonna play after rook e1? You knew it was gonna be d5. And then the rook is slightly misplaced, so I'm not a fan. Yeah, I mean, no, it's not that you mix it up. It just doesn't make sense. No, it's none of the above. You're not applying common sense here. Because you're out of theory. Oh, you mean the b3 one? Yes. But as far as rook e1 concerned here, nah, queen c2. Every day of the week, brother. And now d5 is actually not good because you can take. And if they take, I believe that this is on. And taking back with the c is terminal because of knight b5. And as such, d5 is not playable, which means that e4 is coming. So here we are already out of course and theory and all that shite, and you are playing chess and applying common sense. If and when. Okay, so rook e1 sadness. It's that summertime, summertime, summertime sadness. d5, queen c2, bishop d6, rook d1. Absolutely random pass move in my book. Sorry, no offense, but this is a pretty move that does nothing, yeah? How do I know that? Like, Tanner, you're not working with me, buddy. Why do we play rook e1? Because we want to play e4. If they don't want to stop e4, they need to have their head read. I don't think, Tanner, that you are following the very logical string of thoughts. Rook e1, threat e4. What will they do? Anything and everything to stop e4. Otherwise, they're not playing this game. What is the most obvious way to stop e4? d5. Okay, rook d1, yeah, pretty move, does absolutely nothing. What you needed to do here typically is e3 and reroute the knight to e2 to f4 to d3. So that you have got 5 million pieces covering e5. Yeah, your moves don't make any sense here. Yeah, I mean, this was really, really sad to watch. This was really sad to watch, actually. Yeah, so your idea is e3, 92, knight f4, 93. Yeah, this is OTP, yes. 90-30, actually. Oh, Jesus. Take, what? What? So first of all, you have here a pretty sexy exchange sack. Well, sexy is pushing it. But now the dark square domination is brilliant. That's interesting to do. Second, you could have played knight d2. I'm not a fan, but you could have. But bishop d2 seems to be losing wood, no? Like, take... What? Like, we went into this. I don't understand what the hell I'm watching here. What? Bro, you need to explain to us what's happening here. What is going on? But insanely, your opponent then took it, which is like, hello, what? And then they don't play e3. I don't understand this game at all for either side. Good move. Good move. Why are we not playing here f4, brother? To shut down this. And then get this in here. f4, no? Hello? Isn't that like screaming to be played, or am I misreading the situation and it's not obvious at all? Runaway Lopez, usually the way they do it is that they have got their Braille chessboard that they can touch and feel alongside the big board. Right? So, and then you basically, someone, I don't know if it's the opponent or someone else who helps them, tells them the moves, and then they communicate it to the opponent. And then the opponent sometimes plays out the move on the board if there's no one to help them. Well, it's still a long story, but basically you want to plonk a knight on e5 and take it from there. Yes, that's exactly it. So you tell them what you play, and then they play it on a separate board where they can feel the pieces and touch them. And then they tell you their move back, and then you can play it out on the big board. Hallelujah. Very good. Now we're completely killing it. Yep. Please, please, yes. Rook e4 was tempting too, but it's not necessary. Yep. Good, 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 good. Good. No, 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 it's unnecessary. You did it well. You don't always need to play pretty chess. Winning chess is good enough. Okay, there is a beautiful tactic here. White to move and win. White to move and be a rock star. The signs are on the board. E5 pin, perfectly placed pieces, black struggling, screaming for tactics, really. Look, knight e6 takes and take e6 is winning, but there's a more winning line there than that. That's the lame way to go. I would never ever do that, to be honest with you, in this position, because it would trade down to... Well, no, because you're up a pawn already, so I would actually consider that, but I still wouldn't do it. Because I would find a line that wins here beautifully. Also, guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving some comments on my recent YouTube video, that would be nice. D5 is not good because I can take. Knight d6 is part of the equation, but there is a bit more to it. Oh, Tanner! Tanner in the house.
Game analysis.
Game anal all the way, my friends. That's it. That's it, baby. Tindy! I knew that you were gonna find this. F5, ladies. F5. F5. You're looking for tactics. I gave you the hint. Tactics. Now, EF loses beautifully to knight d6. And after rook e5, we are taking that with check. And then we take this guy too. Game over. If they play with the g, then knight d6. And we are either winning this rook or this rook. And the game is over. Well done, Tindy. Yeah. Topsy-turvy game, brother. Topsy-turvy game. If I were you, I would look up some example games of how to play against the Stonewall in general, irrespective of course recommendations, and take it from there. Okay, let's have a look at Mr. Tanner. Wait, Mr. Tanner, you told me that you played a Sveshnikov. This is not a Sveshnikov. What's happening? No. We play knight f6 first, provoking c4, and then e6. Well, no, that's exactly why I said that that's not going to help you, because against the Stonewall we play a different line. And the model games in that line look quite different. Well, it's not that it's the wrong move order, brother. It's a bad move. As in, you're not going to now able to go back to what we want. Because they are not going to play c4. So it's not wrong move order, it's wrong move. Is there a reason why we're not going to b6? So that we could attack and defend? Asking for a friend. Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay, so knight d4 looks like a move here, no? Because if your piece is under attack, the first thing you do is to look at what to do to not move it. And that does not move it. That creates new problems. Okay, in the spirit of the above, what is the first move you look at here for black? Since your bishop is under attack. Tanner, I want you to pass this test, buddy. The bishop is on. Your opponent has free call development, so we're not moving the bishop. We are counter-attacking. Hello, Brazy. What's the only counter-attack we have here? Super easy. Yeah, bishop d6, like complete no-brainer, yeah? Thank you, Nodger. It was a pleasure to see your games, buddy. I hope to see you again. Total no-brainer, right? Like, why would I look at moving this bishop when I can kick this in the face, set up threat there, and now if the knight goes back, I can take this pawn. If the knight goes back this way, I can take this pawn. I'm sorry, but we are not making sense. This is the airy-fairy talk that I can't relate to. Like, what do you mean you don't want to give up the bishop? Why not? Like, isn't winning a queen next move or checkmating your opponent king reason enough to give up your bishop? You're talking about this as if... Like, what always fascinates me about these types of decisions and the reasons why they happen is because you are disregarding this idea on one factor, which is that you don't want to give up your bishop. We, on the other hand, don't seem to take into account the fact that your opponent has 4,000 pieces now on the back rank. You are trading off their only developed piece. You are threatening to win the game by bishop d4, as well as by bishop takes h2. Like, I just don't get it. It's the same level of argument as saying that you are cashed up, you're about to buy, and by cashed up I mean you have $100, and someone says, oh yeah, you can buy this mansion and the 2 Ferraris in the garage, and you go like, yeah, but this is my favorite $1 coin. And everyone around goes like, what? And you go like, yeah, that's my favorite $1 coin, so I don't want the mansion and the Ferrari. And by the way, tell me, what's so great about this bishop that we wanted to keep it on the back rank, undeveloping and disconnecting rooks? How is that? This is what you want, like this bishop, which is currently nothing but problem for black. Because now your rooks are disconnected, it does sweet bugger all, and it has nowhere to go. Yet that's the piece that you insisted on keeping. Mike Wald, the amateurs' minds are definitely the best. Definitely the first 10 videos of my speedrun series would be very good for you. Rookie 8, hello? Yeah. Okay, the twins, good. Good. What? Oh, there is rook check on e1. Okay. Nice tactic. I dig it. Yeah. Yeah. Bishop f8. Yeah. I dislike rook e8. Why are we coming back when we can attack here? There's zero chance that I would have played the rook move down this way back. Either here or here. Good. Queen d6. You would have to tie my hand down here to not to play rook d3. Senior citizen, welcome in. Why are we playing queen d6? I don't understand this move. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it per se. I just don't get it. Do you want queen d3? Maybe. No? Okay, so why not queen d3? I'm so confused. Why would you go to e6 to attack this if you can do it from here? And by the way, after rook e1, instant rook d4. Like without a second thinking. None whatsoever. Because this simplifies the position into a brain dead win. Please tell me that we won this game. Black to move and win, folks. Beautiful tactic. Pretty basic too. Yep, takes d3. And without any disrespect meant, it's really, really basic tactic. Every single piece we have is operating on maximum level of efficiency. We are upper rock. If in this position you don't look for tactics, your tactical awareness is non-existent. If you are looking for tactics, you look at checks, capture, threats. 0 sensible checks, first capture wins the game. Takes, and there is no way to stay in the game. That's it. Game is over. You should have found this buddy in a blitz game as far as I'm concerned. I tend to be very harsh in terms of expectations and all that. And it's definitely tenfold applicable to missing tactics like this. Because as far as I'm concerned, this position is screaming at you. Tactics, 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 tactics. Once again, because all your pieces are on optimal squares. You can improve none of them. If in a position like this, you don't have a tactical strike, it means that your position is about to deteriorate. Which is ridiculous because we are upper rock. Therefore, we have a tactic. Ta-da. Yeah, queen e4 take is just being... Nah, yeah, nah. Yeah, I mean, why would you deactivate this bishop and come around and, yeah. That's sad. Yeah, interesting game, Tanner. Interesting game. Is this Reshikov on your account or you played that over the board? But yeah, you should not be missing rook takes d3 with 5.5 on the clock. Okay, no worries. If you want to hide, it's all G. It's all G. It's not that I didn't like it. I'm merely pointing out things that you could have done better. It has nothing to do with my likes or dislikes. It's about you, 100%. It's not about me. Yeah, I get you, Tinder, yeah. I get you. No, absolutely not. At 1100, you shouldn't be learning that much opening theory. As in, I would recommend Cholovic's courses to everyone at any given time. I like the guy a lot. I like his courses a lot. At 1100, you shouldn't be playing Sicilian in the first place, in my opinion. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like you're jumping way too soon in. Like, at 1100, 90% of your games are decided by blundering a piece, to or fro. So, you are basically bringing a nuclear weapon to a debate contest. That's what that is. You are more than welcome to do it, buddy. You asked for my opinion. I'm telling you my opinion. But at 1100, almost certain you should be playing e4, e5. And master it to a degree. Thanks, buddy. I mean, Tanner at 1500 misses this, right? And by the way, forgets theory on move 3 in a sideline Sicilian. That's 1500. You are 400 short of this. Like, no offense, but unless you are incorrectly rated and you are actually 1900, not at all. And I don't mean to, you know, suggest that you are a bad player. What I am meaning to suggest is that there is a mismatch between your current level and what you are looking to do. And I really do not think it would be productive for your chess. Sorry, Tana. But, I mean, let's be real. That's the truth, right? No, I'm not feisty at all. I was actually happy for you to win that. But if you want to have variety, like, what is it that you dislike that you get often? Like, make variety within e4, e5, right? In c5, you're opening yourself up to insane amount of learning. Insane. Like, you have your Alapin, your Mora, your close Sicilian, your Grand Prix, and then all the open lines. Good, Tanner. Do you remember that the intention is always to help you grow, not biting, not to offend? I would love to see run away some of your games in order to give you some meaningful advice. I'm itching to play a game. I don't know why, so I will. But like my e4, e5 club player repertoire is designed to cover people at least until 2000. And you are on 1100. I mean, I play my own e4, e5 repertoire with black, and my rapid rating is 2600. Yeah, I mean, I totally get the desire to switch out of openings to experience other structures and all that, but it depends on what you want to do. If you want to have fun, do it, like yesterday. If you want to grow as a chess player and you want to become a better player, I think it's not the move you want to make, my friend. Okay. I feel like I'm about to mouse sleep. My mouse is not functioning properly. That's a bit of a weirdo move. Yes, Rangao, we were, yes. No idea, I'm happy to have a look at another one. I need to take a toilet break in a second, but other than that, we're golden. That's hanging, no? Hello? What? Usually this is followed by a second pawn sack to plonk something on f4, but both knights are exactly 7 kilometers away from f4. Okay, that one's bishop here. I mean, I have got g3 against that, but then take and then bishop g5 could be a bit obnoxious. Let's just castle. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like Rui Lopez didn't like to hear my advice because he doesn't seem to partake in the convo anymore. Runaway Lopez, yes. But yeah, I was promoting the idea that 1100 is not the best time possible to consider a switch from e4, e5 to the Sicilians. Yeah, we're just completely winning this, right? As long as I don't flag, which I tend to. Oh shit, I missed it after knight f6, e4 is hanging. Fuck. Oh, maybe 92 was better there. I wanted to swing this rook across. I don't like what I'm doing now. A6 for sure. I don't know what they're thinking about. Apparently that's what they were thinking about. Okay, do I have g5, h5, h4 though? Hello? Yeah, I do. What was that? Oh, Mr. Bill in the... Wow. That is cool. That is very cool, actually. I missed that completely. So now I'm trying to be counter cute. I'm guessing that Mr. Bill is after a game analysis as well. Sorry for not reading chat, by the way. Take 97 here, and then 96. Take. Rook c8. I don't know. Yeah, and I did say as much, Renkout, that if you want to have fun, play the Naidov, but if you want to grow as a player, then 1100 is not the time to jump to and fro between openings. Interesting. Wait, isn't that hanging? Hello? Okay. Let's have some fun. Oh no, he doesn't want to have fun. I do. What the fuck is happening? This is not going. Hello? Oh, that's as good as over, innit? Guarantee check. No, resigns. Yes, Babeski. All right. Yeah, I'm afraid that the very person who initiated the conversation decided to duck out after they heard my answer that they didn't like. We're going to be back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, with chess with Mr. Bill. But I need to... What? Why can't you create a PGM from this input? Why the fuck is that? Broski, you copied the incorrect PGN. There is some weird stuff going on there. Okay, I managed to fix it. I will be right back in a moment. Alrighty. Oh, Runaway is back. Okay. Runaway. I would love to have a look at your games, buddy. Okay, we are on with Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill from the Chicken Chess Club. Are we white or black here? I forgot to check my messages. Wait, I don't even know where I copied this thing from. Mr. Bill, where did you send this game again? How did I get the game? I'm so confused, man. But anyway, you should be playing h4, h5 before you trade in the bishop. And the second thing is that every single day of the week you should be castling queenside. So, yeah, I already dislike this opening 100% for white. But your opponent is partying. Bishop e7. Whoa, Eddie coming in with the goods. Okay, bishop d6, knight f5, beauty.
I am sending 2 games here, one with white, one with black.
Okay, chat, what is white's best move here? Why to move be a hero? So, yeah, as far as the opening is concerned, Mr. Bill, you should be playing here h4, h6, h5, and then bishop d3, and then trade. Second thing, you don't castle here, you castle here like the big boys do. So, you haven't done anything wrong, you just didn't do it as well as you could have. And here after bishop e7, castles followed by c5, black equalizes without too many dramas. Now, best move for white. We played c4, which is very good. I would have preferred here a more aggressive move, though. I don't like bishop g5. You just get kicked in the face. It's bishop f4 because we want to go check. That's your natural move. Yeah. Okay, c4 fine. Queen c7, d5, I like this a lot. Very aggressive chess. g3 is also very good. He's still with bishop f4. But d5 is good. Good. Very good. Love the fact that we are not falling for cuckoo tactics. I quite like the way how you play this game, actually. There is not a lot I can add to it. Unless you mess it up now. Yeah, it's good, man. This is very good chess. What? What the fuck is this? Wait, g4? What? That was a very clever idea. So the point is that if takes, we have bishop f4. I think the whole game was brilliant until g4? Can you please explain to me g4? Queen was trapped. But bro, g4 is hanging. Okay, g4. Oh, tell me please they sucked in the back rank mate. Ah, damn it, they didn't. Too much? I think too little, brother. Too much thinking doesn't get you there, too little does. Nice, very nice game, buddy. In a way, I don't understand why you submitted for analysis, because the only mistake you made was this incomprehensible g4, and other than that, it was a really, really high-level game. Like, I'm quite confused as to why you would want me to have a look at this. 92-point accuracy, and you made one inaccuracy in a completely winning position. A very, very strange submission. I'm very happy you won the game. But it would have been more productive and money better spent if you sent me one where you struggled and didn't understand what you did. Oh, your first game, first classical. Yeah, like, this was just too good, man. Too good. I'm very, very proud of you. That's all I have to say. Is that I'm proud of you, and hardly any corrections recommended. I would look up the opening and I would play with h4, h5, and that's about it. Okay, we are back to our good friend Ed. Let's go, Ed. No, it's meant to be bishop d3, brother. Small inaccuracy, but I'm a big advocate of not putting the knight out on c3 too soon in this line, because now if knight c3, then bishop b4, and knight d2 cleans that one up. By the way, you're playing e4 and d4, Eddie? Like, what is going on, bruv? h6, Jesus wept. What? Bishop e3. That doesn't look like a move I would pick here. Moves I would pick from would be castles. Castles. And castles. That is a pretty move that has very, very, very limited use, if any. A3 would come up, yeah. A3, I would definitely consider A3. But I would then prefer just simply castling. But bishop E3 is really weird. Like, what do you do now after knight F6? Because you just walked into this. Yeah, G5. Holy Moses. Okay. So typically you immediately want to contest it with h4. And then if they push, you go in, and then you break it up and you kill them. Although apparently there's a better move here. Okay, I thought that it was 95 every day of the week. It is. FU engine. Yeah, F3 and rip into it. I don't know what this guy is smoking, but it's spectacular. Yep. 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 Queen D2. Now that to me looks a bit strange. Because now I would assume that we want to wreak havoc on the king's side, and F7 is our primary target. So I would have castled here to add this baby to the F7 attack. Yeah, I looked at queen takes too. I looked at queen takes as well. To bring this baby in. Check is a bit pesky though. And then they can offer a queen trade, which is a bit annoying. So I think knight f3 is justified. But queen d2 I find very odd. Yeah, I feel like you're playing a lot of autopilot moves that you can't explain to yourself. Like, I don't understand why you would want to play here queen d2. You don't want to castle here. Why to commit to a queen move? Yeah, well, don't do that. Don't do that. But, dude, are you doing a race or are you trying to win a chess game? Yeah, I didn't like this, but okay. It also doesn't seem to make sense to me to play c4 and then push e5. Like, c4 tells me d5, right? Like, it's just so incoherent to then play e5. Because then why did you play c4? Like your moves don't seem to connect logically. Your play gives the impression of the first move that you look at that appeals to you, you play. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I don't like knight g6 too much here because in the end c4 is gonna hang. Coach is not mincing words tonight. There's absolutely no need whatsoever to put the word tonight in that sentence. I never do. Yeah, I didn't like this at all. Why don't we go rook f1 or castles? I don't know, whichever is appropriate, but maybe leave the king now in the middle because I'm scared of this bishop. Is it rook e1 just... Hello? Winning the house? Again, it feels like you saw knight g6 and you went knight g6. Yeah, I mean, what basically, yeah. Your chess Eddie is based on reasonably good instinct and 2 moves calculation at best. With other words, you are basically playing a borderline bullet versus blitz chess style, irrespective of time control. I do not recommend this. So you drastically have to change your attitude towards your own game if you want to see growth. Fucking hell. And then you just blunder a piece. Wow. I mean, granted, this is a very difficult move to find because it looks like we're losing a piece for nothing. But it turns out that after queen f8, this bishop has nowhere to go and rook g2 is coming in. This is insane tactics. And now we're just winning. Yep. Yep, very good. Nice. You played this part very well because it was a bit awkward here to manage the hanging rook and the very active black pieces. You did really well here. Yep. Yeah, I reckon I would have gone after this pawn. Like, check, and then here. And eat the bad boy. This is the pawn that you need to secure. You will have a hard time to win this game if you lose this pawn. Therefore, this needed protection. Oh, Gavin Good, welcome in. Bishop e1, rook f8 was your trick. You can go check first and bishop e1, but bishop e1 is the sexier version. And they can't take because of the check. Yeah, I think this game is an absolute ass to win now. Absolute ass. I'm not sure if I could win this with white, honestly. I don't see a winning plan here for white if I reshuffle now my bishop to c6. Because that's my winning pawn. Hello? Like, how am I going to win with white if I lose this? Like, what's my only winning plan? Take this and promote. Isn't it? Like, am I wrong here, or are you testing me now, or am I missing something obvious? I don't care about the sea of pawns here, even if 3 of them are passed, as long as this is running. But I don't think, I honestly don't know. notwithstanding me pressing the wrong buttons. Like, what's the winning plan here for white? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Like, how am I gonna win this? Like, black should put the king here, bishop back here. And if I could park the rook on the 7th rank, like, because otherwise you can set up rook and sack on d7. And even that I'm not convinced is winning. Because you have got the wrong corner with the bishop. So if I trade down to bishop or pawn, you can't win. But I think this is an absolute ass to win with white. And by the way, the engine thinks that it's plus 1.15. And zero coherent winning plan inside. So as soon as I saw that this was on, I'm like, nah, that can't be gone. Yeah, I think if the rooks come off like that, it makes it easier. That looks shit to me. Oh god. Okay, well that made it somewhat easier. But yeah, no, I like this position for white now more so. Yeah, that was actually quite clinical in the end, Eddie. That was quite clinical. He just ate all the pawns. The irony, see, this is what I'm talking about. That even here, the basic plan of just sacking the rook for bishop pawn is a draw. So you still have to be quite careful here. Which is quite insane. But your opponent decided to not to ever attempt defending the pawn. Yeah. Yeah, this opening, man, was just lackluster. Very, very lackluster. The bishop e3 was meh. I didn't like queen d2. I didn't understand why we didn't play here d5. I said castles here. I don't understand why you feel unsure. Like, there's nothing easier to play against than dog shit. Because you just need to put pieces on good squares. Are you planning to save recordings of your group lessons? Yes. But they are only available to the people who attend. Anyway, let's have a look at the other one. And then I will have to call it a day after, guys. Why are you playing Caro-Kann? What? I thought you were a man of honor. Oh, I see now what you asked. No. If castles, then... Oh my god, Eddie, really? Fuck's sakes. Yeah, by the way, then how come that you're not playing the London shit? Because you have a limit of how much crap you can play, right? The delayed opening is not dog shit the way how that opening was, Hayden. That's a very different level of dog shit. Oh, Jobava. Well, that's one step up from Pooh Fest. I think I would have taken this with the queen. I'm a bit concerned about allowing here a lot of tempi. Like this, this, then this, then this. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I think I would have taken with the queen here. Which allows you, by the way, to drop back here. So you don't have to compromise the knight development, and there is no bishop e3 tempo. My first 1000 rapid games were all Caro and London. So you must have contacted... no, I will back off of this joke. No, sorry, that would have been tactless. But that's like definitely midlife crisis in chess language. Yeah, okay. No. It would have been insensitive in light of the events of the past week. There's no way I wouldn't have played in knight e7 and just go like, oh, b4 is threatened. Shit, never mind. No, b4, knight e7 loses to b4. So, as much as you should be thinking about giving this up, that's not the way to do it. Which is why, by the way, you're spewing again for taking back with the pawn and not the queen. Had you taken with the queen, no question here about knight e7. Like, not even close. And I don't know what you got scared of, because that tells me that you didn't see shit. Because you don't get scared about this. That's why you play knight e7, because you hope they take. You don't play knight e7 because it loses on the spot. The right word for this is not getting scared. The right word for this is it loses on the spot. I didn't do it. Like, I would pay money for them to take g7. Yeah, your opponent has no idea, man. Bishop f8. Oh, mate. What the frick? If you play moves like this, I charge double to analyze these games because they make me age faster. It already started, Philae. Fucking hell. Bishop f8. Bro. Go and stand in the corner. You mean it is cool in the middle of an opening to put every single piece on the back rank? Ay, man. I mean, your opponent is watching you just run circles on the board with your pieces, and they just go like, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna do anything in the meantime, so it got justified. Was this a mouse slip? Preventing b4. I beg you to explain why on earth would you want to prevent this? What? I'm sorry, I don't follow this. Yeah, this is my favorite topic of people having absolutely false associations of past events and the present. Like, oh, I have lost once to these pawns running down, so I stopped it. It's like, how, bro? Like, b4. Okay, so I'm going to play here, b4. I go back here. They play a4. I go back here. I still don't understand what the fuck this is all about. Like, b5 you take and this is hanging. And I played 4 moves now where I just went to and fro with the black king. And this is what you thought that was necessary to stop. Again, this is nothing but you being lazy. An idea occurred to you that, this looks decent for white, so fuck it, I'm not going to allow it. Instead of just like playing chess and killing your opponent. In the center, where good players put their pieces, by the way. This is why the Caro-Kann is harmful for you, because you don't have this natural instinct to just overrun your opponent when the opportunity is there, and we're playing some airy-fairy nonsense like a5. Well, yes and no, because the problem with this is that it shouldn't occur to you as a plan when this is available. So if you considered e5 and you still voted for a5, I can't even bring up an analogy of past 10 years of elections where it's that bad of a call. Like, if you considered e5 and you went a5, Trump doesn't cover that. Wait, what? Now this is hanging for free. Okay, so we casually play rook b8 and we go like, oi, watch out, I'm gonna kill this. They go like, sure, kill away. You go like, nah, just joking. What? Ah, Eddie. Spooked with what, mate? Like rook b2 hits queen. What is there to be spooked by? Like, dude, I reckon you are a very, very, very good player who just flatly refuses to think. I'm just under the impression that you refuse to think. Like, as soon as there's a problem that you need to solve by calculating more than 2 moves, you just refuse to engage with that and you find a different exit out of this. And because of you have got your head screwed on and you understand roughly what should go where, you totally get away with this. But you are basically killing the most important essence of chess, which is thinking, calculating, outsmarting your opponent. If you actually played chess, you could be like 2100. But you refuse to do that. Like, you're not seeing beyond 2 moves ever at any point. It's just, nope, I'm just safe. Everything's safe. 2 moves is as far as we go. And if it gets murky beyond that, disengage. Ooh. Yeah, I think that after this, you kind of cooked. As in, this is now going to be a perpetual check. 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 Right? Check. Now the same goes for rook e4 takes and check here. And now we are back to winning. You got to love these games. Fuck, like, come on, man. Bring that rook back. Like, this is the worst piece in the universe. Like, let's get out of there. Oh, I got to love this shit, man. Like, why? Like, are we triangulating the queen now? Is that the plan? Oh my word. And by the way, here, absolutely no freaking chance that you pull it back now when you can go all the way in. Like, now you just allowed your opponent here to play b5. That was terrible timing. Like, you played it at the only time when it was definitely not the go. Like, you needed here, buddy, king here. And now nothing can move. Nothing. And now you pull the rook back because b5 is ineffective because the pawn is guarded. Instead, we choose the absolute only time when this is bad, allowing white to fight back. Oh, hello, made in 2? What? Teddy. Jeez Louise. What the fridge is rook b7, broski? I don't even know if you're not worse here. You just played here rook f7, announcing to your opponent, oi, I'm gonna kill ya. And they go like, yeah, please, kill me. And you go like, haha, nah, kidding. What? The fridge. Yeah, rook d1 stops it, and then you take the pawn and you go like, I seem to have a few more pawns than you do, brother. What do we make of that? And by the way, rook d3 next is unstoppably winning everything. What? That was madness. Fuck, you're worse now. Actually, we are worse now. Like, now you need to be really, really precise to not to lose. Rook a1 is the move and penetrating here. And now my money is definitely on white. We managed to go from -7 to plus 0.5 by playing rook f7 and then back to b7. No, I hate to tell you this, buddy. This is not when you are clueless. The cluelessness happened here. This is clueless. After this is just bearing, or rather suffering, the consequences of your previous cluelessness. I will be clueless here too. No, we're not quite winning, but it looks gnarly. Like you really, really have a difficult defense ahead of you. Rook e8 is a very clever move to step out of the check with the discovery and then run the pawn. But yeah, this is also the wrong rook move. It should have been e8 to support the pawn here. Yep, now we are dead. They didn't take this. Oh, rook d8 was a mass slip. Yeah, I didn't think that you that looked weird. That was very unfortunate. Oh boy. But like good old Eddie, my friend, playing rook f7 and then not playing rook f3 because of rook d1 and then instead you go back, it's like, what? How is that a thing? Like, you could be up 3 pawns. You go like, no, I don't like this. This is not good. I will go here and play this. Yeah. But like, what? I don't get this. Like, tell me what ghost exactly are we seeing here? I want to see the ghost too. Like, what is the ghost? Ghost me, man. I want to see it the way you see it. Because the next move is rook d3 against everything. Where is the ghost? Oh yeah, well you're ticking all the boxes now. So I'm going to repeat this to you because you need to hear it, my friend. If you are low on time, there is no safe. It makes no sense to play a move like this on account of being safe. Because now your position is shite and your time is still little. If you have got low time, you are infinitely more encouraged to seek out the best move. Because the only thing that is safe if you are in time trouble is if you win. And this move works towards winning none at all. You have to win on the board very, very soon. Yeah, so unfortunately, airy-fairy, oh, I don't know how to catch a pawn. Like, you don't even need to calculate, man. You are in the square of this pawn. Even if it was c7, you could catch it. Like, safe is the only word that makes absolutely zero sense in time trouble. That doesn't exist. Because you have to win on the board. The only way safe exists is checkmate. That's safe. Do you know what else is safe? A winning king and pawn ending. That's safe. This is safe. Because now everything is coming off and you are winning. This is safe. This is signing your own death sentence. This is not safe. This is you now not having a plan, not having easy moves, and your time is ticking away. So, yeah. But I would like to commend you for having the balls to submit this, because you knew that this was not pretty. Oh, like the opponent's rating? How does that enter the discussion? I don't even know. Like, you are playing the position, not the opponent, man. For sure. Righto, ladies, I gotta bounce. So I'm going to radio off now, but it was a very, very fun morning with you lot. And I look forward to repeating it. Am I doing anything tomorrow? No, I look to do another stream tomorrow. I seem to think that I'm forgetting something. But no, I think I will be back. So yeah, let's meet again. I will radio off now. But yeah, I look forward to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the generous donations and submissions for game analysis. And yeah, look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.